The Walk is directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and this is based on the true story of a high-wire artist who strung a wire between the World Trade Centers in the 70s before they were officially completed and walked on it in front of a crowd. And I'm not going to tell you what happens because I didn't know what happens. I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, it's a true story, so I can spoil it for you because it's a true story and you can just look it up yourself, right? Not always true. I didn't know, so I had a lot of suspense as I watched this film that is visually miraculous. This is incredible CGI. This is something that Zemeckis is becoming really well known for, using CGI amongst live-action filmmaking and making it seem seamless. And there are sequences in this film that are absolutely jaw-dropping, and I'm not even talking about the finale sequence where he's actually doing this. I'm talking about throughout the entire film, because the film tells the story of this man's life, how he discovered his passion for the art of high-wire walking, friends he made along the way, or accomplices as he called them, because once he discovered that his dream was to walk between these towers, he began recruiting people as he went along, people he felt he could trust, who could get in on the heist. And that's where the film really starts to get good, because the film is really 3 different movies. It's sort of an origin story, a drama / love story. Then it becomes almost like a suspenseful heist movie, but the heist isn't stealing anything, it's sort of stealing a moment in time, trying to get someplace that you're not supposed to be. You're not technically doing something wrong, just sort of breaking some ordinances. And the film wisely does not make it appear as if he's doing it because he wants attention. He wants to make an impact on the world. He wants to be remembered, but he wants to be remembered in a way that make people smile, that make people remember this moment as something that was beautiful. He wants to show people something they'd never seen before. It's not so much about haughtiness or about wanting to be seen. He's not an attention whore in that way. He just wants to do something that will truly impact people. And the film mostly succeeds at making us care about this event, because that's my main issue with the film. Before he actually sets out on this day in which he's going to try to get all the way to the top of the World Trade Center with all the supplies he needs, there's a lot of build up to it, and at times you can't quite always feel it. Once you actually see him fulfilling this dream and he's out there walking, it's incredible, and you really feel this moment because of the way Zemeckis directs it. He shows us what this character is thinking, how when he closes his eyes and steps on the wire, he shuts out the entire world and it's just him and the wire. It just doesn't quite hook you to understand his passion, because it takes the rare person to have that same passion, but you understand his thought process, how he wants to impact the world. Let's talk a little bit about the acting. Now, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a very well-known actor, and a lot of people have been talking about his accent in the film. It's a French accent, obviously, and it's noticeable because we know who Joseph Gordon-Levitt is. We've heard him talk many times, so it's a lot easier to go, that sounds out of place because I know how he sounds, and that's not how he sounds. So something is diverting my attention here. And at first, I'll admit, it did sort of take me off guard a bit, and I was like, whoa, I'm really gonna have to get used to that. But after a while, I actually think it was fine. And if you've seen the documentary Man on Wire with the actual man, it's clear that he doesn't have a very normal French accent. It's a little different. It's its own thing in a way. And I think Gordon-Levitt did his best job of emulating that, because he was able to work directly with this man, who even helped him learn how to walk on an actual wire and teach him how to do it correctly. So I think Gordon-Levitt did the best performance he could have done. And I really do think that. My main issues with this movie, though, is that its first half are in no way as strong as its second half. Its second half is fantastic. It's amazing to look at. I saw it in IMAX 3D. There were many sequences in this film which I just sat there going, because I kind of have a thing with heights. Heights aren't my friend. And so there were aspects of this film in which I truly felt it. But that first half leading up to it, I felt was at times slow. And it was a little difficult to really get into his life, because they showed you his passion, but since it's hard to understand said passion, the film didn't quite 100% make me feel as if I was behind this man. But once I saw him out there actually doing it, and you saw how his entire world just felt right, Zemeckis perfectly encapsulated that peaceful moment for this character, and the CGI is flawless. It's beautiful to look at, and the 3D is truly breathtaking, so the visuals are amazing, the acting is great. I just didn't really care so much about the characters as much as I would have wanted to. If I could just go back and watch the last half of this movie, I would feel just fine with that. The first half, though, I can see there'd be a lot of parts that drag, because you just aren't as invested in the characters as you want to be. I'm gonna give The Walk a B. I'd obviously recommend seeing this movie if you want to check it out. It's in IMAX theaters right now, I believe, only, and will soon expand to more theaters, but I definitely recommend checking it out. Also, I want to let you know that my promotion with Crunchyroll.com is still going on. I'm doing a promotion with them at Crunchyroll.com/Chris Stuckmann. You can get 30 days of that anime streaming service site for free. They've been great to me. I really want to thank them for that. And I'm always looking for ways in which I can give back to you guys some sort of sponsorship that allows me to actually give you guys something cool. 30 days of premium, no ads, HD streaming anime. You guys know, obviously, I'm a fan of anime, so that's kind of cool for me. If you go to Crunchyroll.com/Chris Stuckmann, hopefully it's cool for you guys too. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.